Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. If I'm audible, please let me know.
Yes, you're audible. Good morning, Farid,
Good
and
morning, sir.
Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year to you guys too. So,
Happy New Year, sir.
we have a lot to talk about. But we'll take my time today this morning to brief you guys on what to expect starting this new year. So, as you all know, we have taken a long break because the market obviously has not been favoring us around December period. And during that time, I took my time to look at the market to backtest, to ensure that whenever we come back next, there won't be any sort of issue, right? That will hinder us from actually achieving our target this year. Because, like I said, these live sessions, there's a lot that goes into it. Hold on, someone's mic is. As you all know, there's a lot that goes into this live session. It's not as easy as it looks, right? But trust me to take care of business as usual. So, what is the plan for this year? The plan for this year is very simple. First things first, we are aggressively, I mean aggressively going to push for the trading education and the trading mentorship. That's our number one priority this year. Not just for us to come and trade live, but for you guys to ensure you understand exactly what's happening at every given time. Meaning, we will go through the mentorship program, the complete mentorship program, right? And not just going through the mentorship program. Apart from that, we will execute the same exact system we execute on the same exact system we learn on the live session. We are going to execute it live in the market. And apart from that, we are also going to be backtesting together, right? As long as you're interested, then the opportunity is yours. So what I want you all to understand is that we will be having these sessions Monday, right? So these sessions will be taking place Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's going to be 7 days a week, no rest, right? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is going to be our mentorship classes. So we are going to come on these live sessions just like as we are right now. We are going to look at the whole concept, right? Meaning I'll take you from orientation, right? Hello?
I've lost you. We're no longer hearing you.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Okay,
just heard
right?
you now.
Yes. So this mentorship session is gonna this mentorship session is gonna be it's gonna be 7 days a week for 3 months straight, right? So we're going to be looking at the market and we're going to be looking at our chart 7 days a week for 3 months straight, starting from today. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is going to be for our mentorship program and our normal live session where we look at the market, right? And then Saturdays and Sundays is going to be backtesting. I know some of you are not familiar with what that means, but don't stress yourself. When we get there, you're going to understand the whole essence of backtesting. And I want you to understand that a trader, if you're a trader that does not backtest, if you're a trader does not have a system that you can backtest, or if you're a trader does not even know what backtesting is, then you're an incomplete trader because every successful trader knows their system in and out, right? Not just by feelings or by vibes, no, it's by facts. So meaning you have to have data backing your system. You have to have information backing your system saying that okay, this system has 70% win rate, this system has 60% win rate, this system has 70% win rate, right? There's a way you will have to determine that before you actually get to that conclusion. So we are going to look into all that. So it's not just for us to come here and trade live. We're going to trade live. We're going to go through the mentorship program and we're going to backtest for the next 3 months, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you guys are interested in that, then you should be aware that you cannot attend this session and then not attend the next session. Even though yes, the recordings will be available, right? The complete recording will be available and hopefully we'll be posting it on YouTube moving forward. But You need to understand, for you to be able to learn face one-on-one, you have to be live on this session, not on the not for you to go and watch the recording and then come on the next session and be asking us questions you were supposed to ask, on the previous session. So please, I want you all to understand that participating and not missing a single day is very, very important, because there is no need for us to be moving back and forth, right? Just because few of you do not want to be attending consistently. So consistency is priority number one. Consistency is priority number one. Please, you should all know and you should all understand that. With that being said, today, what we are going to be doing today is I'll be taking you through what to expect. Like I said, we have a complete mentorship program, and this mentorship program is going to be 4 weeks at a time, right? Meaning 1 month we'll complete a whole cycle. The next month we will repeat again from the beginning to the end, right? For the next new attendees. So every single month for the next 3 months, we will be going through this mentorship program. We complete 3 times. So we'll go through it 3 times, right? First month, second month, and third month. So by then, every single person attending this session should have understood exactly what to do when it comes to this market, should know how to spot for trades, should know how to manage their trades, should know how to write a very, very proper trading plan that is tailored to them, and most importantly, should know how to backtest this system. Having a system as a trader is number one important thing, right? Because a system is what ensures consistency. A system is what ensures you get the results you want, right? What is a system? If you're talking about a system in trading, we're talking about you having a formula that is going to get you the results you want. And this system needs to look out for all the elements that you must look at, right? And what are those elements? The strategy, the trade management, and the trading plan. These three things are the elements of trading that you must use if you want to be consistent. So using them has a way of confusing a lot of people, especially those that do not have any formal trading education, right? And I know it's very hard to get formal trading education because it's quite expensive. We all know that. A minimum you have to pay if you want to have a very, 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 very good system that is backed up with data is 250 USD and above. And you all know that, right? So, but what we'll be doing here is we'll be giving you this complete system that is beyond your thinking, something that is way, way, way more than anything that you know out there. And we will not just talk about this system, we will not just discuss this system, we will not just learn this system, but we will put this system to the test in the real market, and we will also put this system to the test while back testing, so that you guys will see exactly how it's done, because you need to back test first before you actually start trading in the real market, right? Especially for those of you that want to learn. But pending that, we'll be looking at the market together just like we have, right? We'll look for trades using that same exact system, and we will execute these trades. And from there, you see how the system is, generating the results, which will motivate you to learn further. It is that simple. Me, I believe seeing is believing. You cannot learn and you cannot be motivated to learn something that you know is not working out, or you do not know if it's going to work out. But if you come on this live session and you see us hitting take profits back to back, there is no way you're going to tell me that you will not be motivated to learn, because what are you here for? To make money. Every single person that is on these live sessions is here listening to me because they want to actually make money from this market, not to just come and be listening to us as if they're watching a movie or something and just go and continue with your day. So please, if that is the priority, if your priority is to make money in this market, then you need to understand consistency is very, very important. Extremely, extremely important. I will provide consistency. You have to attend consistently. There is no way about it. There is absolutely no way about it. Please, you need to understand that. It's very, very important. Extremely, extremely important. So, first things first, like I said, your trading system needs to look out for all the elements, right, that makes you a professional trader. And what are those elements? One, strategy. So please, if like I said, if this is something you're looking forward to, writing is going to be very important. So as you will not forget, like I said, because the recording will be available, but for now, whatever I write down, please follow me and write it down. I've made sure that I've made every single thing here very, very easy for you to follow. And I will know there's no reason for me to come and put out information that's not going to benefit you. So I'll keep this thing very simple and very easy and very direct. Very simple, very easy, and very direct. As a trader, first things first, you will need to have a system that's going to take care of these elements. What are those elements? First things first, strategy, right? What is a strategy? A strategy is what gives you the opportunity, right? So you're going to use a strategy to actually fish out the opportunity in the market. There's a lot of opportunities in the market, but these opportunities are not easily, it's not are not easily gotten. You might think you have an idea on how a strategy works, but immediately you come into this market, it's going to look so confusing. And I believe if you have been trading for a while now, you will really understand what I mean. So, understanding the strategy, making it so simple that there is absolutely no way you're going to be confused on what you're doing is the number one priority, because your strategy is what's going to determine your entry and your exit, nothing more than that. Your strategy is only going to determine your entry and your exit, nothing more than that, right? So let's entry and your exit. So we are gonna look at our strategy, and this strategy is what we are going to use to determine our entry and our exit. So meaning, where do we enter this market and where do we get out of this market? This is like the number one thing you will need to learn. Where do you enter this market and where do you get out of this market? Because it is only when you have an entry that you have an opportunity. And when you enter this market, you're supposed to know where to get out of this market. Meaning, if I know where to enter this market, I'm supposed to know where to get out of this market, be it in loss or be it in profit. Because as long as you enter this market, it's either you get out of this market in loss or in profit. There's no other way around it, right? It's either if immediately you press buy or sell, there's no other way around it. It's either you get out in profit or you get out in a loss. So meaning, as long as you determine your entry, then there is no situation that should warrant you to have an entry without knowing exactly where to get out of this market, be it in a profit or be it in loss, right? And there is nothing more than that when it comes to the strategy. Your strategy is only going to tell you where do you enter this market and where do you get out of this market. Please, I know a lot of you are expecting us to take a trade. I'm not really going to take a trade, even though I'm seeing a clear opportunity right here. But what I want is to not just take trades, but also for me to give you opportunities and for me to put you through on how to fetch this trade, so that when we are looking at the market together, no one is going to be confused. So please, your patience is very important. We are not just here to come and be taking trades anyhow, just like we used to do before when a lot of you are confused. What I want moving forward is for every single person to know exactly what we are after, right? And to know how we are going to go about it. Do you understand? I want you all to know exactly what we are after and exactly how we are going to go about it. Meaning, if I'm taking a trade, I want every single person to know exactly why we are taking this trade. There should be no reason whatsoever that you come on this live session and you see me take a trade and you don't know the kind of entry that I'm taking, and you don't know why we are setting our SL, where we are setting our SL, and you don't know where we are setting our take profit, where we are setting our take profit. This is very, very important. I repeat myself. So the priority here is not to just come and execute trade, boom, 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 buy and sell, hit SL here, hit TP here, while you're not familiar with the whole thing. The priority here is to familiarize you with the whole thing, so that when I'm taking trades, even if I make mistakes, right? Someone here can call me out and say, oh, I think you're missing this based on the strategy you show us, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm human too. My eyes can miss one or two things, and you know how this thing is. You miss one or 2 points, you are going to mess the whole thing up. You end up taking an unnecessary loss. So making sure that I educate you guys to the point where I believe every single person understands this thing is my priority now, not to come and be executing trades anyhow. We are going to execute so much trades that you're going to get tired of executing trades. But for now, I want you to have and to also understand the bigger picture here, please, right? So let's be patient and let's pay attention. So what are the elements that your system must have? A strategy. I'm going to repeat myself. A strategy is going to determine your entry, and a strategy is going to determine your exit. Your entry and your exit. There is absolutely nothing more than that. Where do you enter and where do you get out? Let me use this trade here as example. Okay, why am I buying this trade in the first place? The reason why I'm buying this trade is because my strategy says, okay, if I have a breakout around this area right here, right? I'm expecting this market to clear this high in the first place. If I have a breakout around this area right here, what I'm to expect is to expect the market to go up higher and then give me my first adjustment, right? Give me my first adjustment. And after my first adjustment, after a breakout, obviously. So we need to have a breakout and then expect my first adjustment. After my first adjustment, I expect the market to now go higher than my first adjustment. After the market goes higher than my first retracement, I expect the market to come back below my first retracement right here, but not to go below the last low that gave us our breakout structure, right? So it's either I will enter my trade immediately after the first breakout structure and the first retracement, just like this one right here, expect the market to clear this high because the market needs to clear above this high at least. So it's either I will take my buy here, or I will either wait for my buy to come back below this low right here for me to take another buy opportunity as my manipulation entry, right? Not my reference low entry. So there are different points at there, and there are different opportunities. And these different points and different opportunities will determine different kind of entries and different kind of SL and different kind of take profit, right? You're not going to apply manipulation SL to your first entry SL. You understand? You're not going to apply your second entry model S stop loss to your first entry model stop loss. You're not going to apply your 61 level entry model stop loss to your 50% entry model stop loss, right? All these ones are different. It might be confusing you as I'm saying it right now, but do not stress. I'm going to make it very, very clear to you guys. All I need is consistency, because what I want here is to build a team of consistent traders. That's one. Traders that are looking to actually make history from this trading thing. Not just you alone, no, because we are going to make it together. In as much as I'm putting you guys through, I'm also putting myself through. Because like I said, I believe in moving together as a team than trading individually. Because moving together as a team actually motivates you, right? And holds you accountable. It teaches you accountability when you're trading with a lot of people, unlike when you're trading alone. And when you're trading with a lot of people and you know that, okay, our stop loss is here, and you know the reason why our stop loss is here, our take profit is there, and you know the reason why our take profit is there, the whole thing is going to be easy for you to follow, because why should you be the only person that's going to be left behind? Why should you be the only person that's going to hit stop loss, right? Why should you be the only person that's going to take a loss? Why should you be the only person that's going to hit take profit? There's absolutely no reason for you to be trading alone. Trading with a group, trading with the community is always far better, as long as you have a system that pays, because that's the most important thing. Having a system that is going to pay you consistently, which is what I'm trying to educate you guys, because I built this system personally. This is not a system you're going to find anywhere on the internet. And this is a system that I have data to back it up. And like I said, I'm not just going to come here and teach you. We are going to back test together, meaning you're going to see if the system is working or not, even before we actually get into the real market. So meaning after I educate you on what strategy is, right? What our trade management, our trading plan, and we put all these things together, we are going to come on this live session and we are going to go through, we are going to set up our FX replay. I will show you guys how to set up your FX replay. I will show you guys how to select your pair, how to, your trading account, every single thing, set it up, how to include your trading plan, how to include the strategy, and how to include your trade management in the whole thing and make it a complete package, right? So this is not just going to be a one-time thing. It's going to be a complete package. So paying attention is priority number one. So like I said, your strategy is what's going to determine your entry and your exit, right? Just like this one I showed you guys here. Our entry is right here, and our exit is supposed to be below this low right here. And our target is going to be minimum of 1:2 at all times, right? Minimum of 1:2 at all times. If you get to the trade management, we are going to talk about this, but for now, let's not confuse ourselves. So our strategy is going to determine our entry and our exit, nothing more than that. Where do we enter this market and where do we get out of this market? Be it in profit or be it in a loss, right? Just like this right here. We enter this market right here. If you're going to get out of this market in a loss, this is where we are going to get out of this market in a loss. If you're going to get out of this market in profit, this is where we are going to get out of this market in profit. This 1:2, minimum 1:1, and 1:2. That's our target moving forward. No break even, no partials. Immediately we enter this market, it's either we close this market at full take profit or we close this market in a loss, right? There's no going back and forth. We are going to eliminate any confusion whatsoever and keep it as simple as possible, as simple as possible. So first things first, strategy will determine your entry and your exit. Your entry and your exit, nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. Do you get me? Your strategy is only going to determine your entry and your exit. Nothing more than that. Now, if you have a strategy that determines your entry and your exit, the question is this: how do you now determine how much you're going to lose and how much you're going to make? Because like I said, your strategy will not determine that. What's going to determine that is something else. What's that? Trade management. Your strategy will determine where do we enter and where do we get out, and then your trade management will determine how much do you make on this trade and how much do you lose on this trade. Do you see how it works? Your strategy will determine where do you get in and where do you get out, right? And then your trade management will determine if you get in right here, just like we did right here. So if you get in right here, how much will you lose if this market gets to our SL, which is this point right here? And how much will you make if this market actually hit our take profit, which is this one right here? You also need to understand how that works. And it works different on different pairs, right? It works different on different pairs. Your strategy will determine where do you enter and where do you get out of the market, right? Your trade management will determine if you get in right here, how much will you make if the market gets to your take profit, right? And how much will you lose if the market gets to your SL? It is that simple. I will repeat myself again. Your strategy will determine where do you enter the market, right? And then your trade management will determine, okay, if you're going to enter this market and you know where to get out of this market being in a loss and being in a take profit, your trade management will determine where do you get out of this market in a loss and where do you also get out of this market where the market hits your take profit. That's the second one, right? Strategy and then trade management. So let me write it down. What is this? That's one. Two is going to be trade management, right? So one, what are the elements? What are the elements that a professional trader needs to have? What does a professional trader needs to understand for you to be a professional trader? Because you need to understand there's a trader, which is to some extent a gambler, and then there's a professional trader. The difference between a normal trader and a professional trader is that the professional trader has eliminated any elements of gambling. Because let me tell you the truth, I'm a trader myself, right? A lot of people argue that trading is gambling. And to some extent, you might say it is. But the thing is that if you're going to apply that thinking, then every single thing is gambling too. Because it's not the trading that is bad per se, it's the approach that will determine if you're a gambler or not. Trading is only giving you the opportunity. If you decide to gamble on the opportunity, then that is your fault. There is no other way around it. So being a professional trader is what differentiates you from a gambler from what differentiates you from a gambler to a professional trader. Understanding these elements is what's going to separate you from a gambler to a professional trader. As long as you do not understand these elements, and as long as you do not understand how it works, and as long as you're not able to actually implement it in real time, then you're nothing more than a gambler. You might call yourself a trader. Yes, you're a trader, but what you're actually doing is gambling because you really cannot tell exactly how everything is supposed to work. And what I'm trying to do on this live session is to paint a clear picture in a way that there is absolutely no way whatsoever you come on this live session with me and you will not understand what we are looking at. You will look at this chart as if this chart is speaking to you directly, as if it is speaking literally English language. Because it is only when you understand someone that you'll be able to make sense of what they're saying now, right? You can have a conversation with someone. If you do not understand what they're saying, at the end of the day, you know whatever they say is not going to be of help to you in any way. You might even end up not understanding and understanding in a negative way. And later you realize that it is not what the person said, it is you that did not actually understand it. And it happens in trading. And that's why even if you're a professional trader, even if you get to a point where you really understand this chart, you must what? You must work with trade management because trade management is what's going to take care of your losses. Trade management is what's going to take care of your profit. And most importantly, capital preservation, especially for us in Africa. Getting money is not easy. Getting capital is not easy. Buying a funded account is not easy. I've seen myself in situations where I have to beg. See, I have to go around beg for account management. I have to go around beg for someone to actually believe that, okay, this person knows what they're doing. Because to get the money is not easy. And even if you try to source for the funds, right, if you start to first source for the funds, it comes with so much pressure that if you really do not understand what you're doing, you're going to see yourself just making bad decisions as if some juju don't enter your body. You will not really understand what you're doing until all the money is gone. And then you start asking yourself, how did this money disappear? How did this happen? How did that happen? And you see yourself in that circle where you would think you know what you're doing. Okay, this time around, I'm going to do this like this. And then you're going to start it. And then at the end of the day, you're going to see yourself back to where you started again. And you promise yourself tomorrow, next time I'm going to do it like this. And you're going to do the same thing. You keep promising. And that's how some people spend years losing so much money in this market. I want you to all understand that we cannot afford to do that here. Right? We really cannot afford to do that here. What we want is to eliminate any possibility of unnecessary losses, ensuring that at any given point, we know exactly what we are doing. And that is the reason why that's the reason why here at Tentrade, we decided that the knowledge is the number one priority. Ensuring that every single person understands, ensuring that every single person knows what they're doing is now our number one priority. So that when you not get accounts, when you're not trading on the last session, when you not get accounts, when you're trading on your own, you understand exactly how everything works and you will not be complaining in case you take any loss on your own or in case you take any loss on the last session because you understand what you're doing. And in case you end up taking any loss, you know exactly why you took that loss. And in case you make profit, you also know exactly why you made that profit. And you're not going to be faced. So even if you take a loss, all you're going to do is just come back tomorrow and repeat the same thing because you know at the end of the day, losses are inevitable. And that's the reason why, even though we know we are profitable traders, even though we know we can be consistent, we will ensure that we never fail ourselves as far as trade management is concerned, because trade management is what's going to ensure that we maintain our losses and we keep our losses short. Trade management is what's going to ensure that we maintain our profit and we keep our profit consistently, right? And that's what trade management is what's going to ensure that our capital is preserved, because that is where my priority is, ensuring that every single person here will not wake up tomorrow and their account is gone, right? Not that should not happen 2026. Is there anyone here that is willing to blow their account this year? Anyone? No one wants to blow their account this year.
No.
No one wants to come and do wants to give charity to the market again. I beg now. So if that is the case, if you really do not want to give your funds to charity this year, then you should understand that understanding this market is priority number one. There is no excuses. There is no other way around it. Unless you do that, you're going to be a gambler. That is just it, right? Unless you do that, you're going to be a gambler. So two things now. We have discussed two things, right? Strategy, that's what's going to determine our entry and our exit. Simple. Trade management will determine how much do we make and how much do we lose, and how do we go about preserving our capital regardless of the market condition. And part of what takes care of that is not just our trade management, but also our trading plan, right? So that one is going to be our trading plan. So trading plan. Just because you have a good system, just because you have a system that works, does not mean the system works under all conditions. You're a healthy person, you exercise, you go to the gym, you don't fall ill, right? You might have spent maybe more than a year without falling ill. But guess what? If you're living in Nigeria and tomorrow you just see yourself in Moscow during winter, when the weather is -5 degrees, -10 degrees, where every single minute snow they fall down, you're going to fall ill. Your system will start malfunctioning. Is it because you're sick, or is it because you're in a situation that is not favoring you? It's a question I'm asking. So no one can answer me.
Because you're in a situation that does not favor you.
Or should I come again?
It's because you're in a situation that does not favor you.
This does not mean you're ill. It does not mean you need to go to the hospital, right? It does not mean all of a sudden you're sick and you might die. No, it just means that your system is seeing itself in a situation that is not favoring it. You're used to 35 degrees, 25 degrees. Even if the weather drops to, like, let's say 15, you're shivering. You have to wear 3 sets of clothes before you can walk around normal. And then boom, you now see yourself in a situation where it's -10 degrees. You're going to malfunction. It does not mean your system is not working. It does not mean your system is bad. It just means that your system is not in a situation that's going to favor it. And it might take time before your system will adjust to this situation. It's the same thing with trading. So we have a system that takes care of the strategy, right? Takes care of our trade management, takes care of our profit, our losses, our capital. But we need to have a system that's going to guide us on when to even, we have to have an element that's going to guide us on how to even, when and how to even implement this system. And that is our trading plan. Our trading plan will determine when do we enter our trading plan will determine. Please, guys, am I audible? If I'm audible, let me know. You keep calling me when I'm on the live.
You're audible, but you break at times. At times you just break, but you're audible.
Some of the attendees here are calling me on live, even though they know I'm on the live session. I don't know why they're doing that. Anyways, if you have your questions, please just type it on the chat box or ask me here. You don't need to talk on phone while I'm on live. It's distracting me, please. So, like I'm saying, right? We need to have our trading plan. Our trading plan is what's going to determine when we put this system to the test. That's all. When do we put this system to the test, and what is the limit for this system? So your trading plan will know the limitations of this system and will ensure you work around these limitations. That is all. There is nothing your trading plan is going to do more than this. It will ensure you know how to work around and how to implement this system exactly when it is right. And when you know it is not right for you to implement this system, you're not going to even put it to the test. Because look at it. We are playing a probability game here. Right? Do you want to deal with this market when you know you have an edge, when you know the probability is higher, or do you want to deal with this market when you know you do not have an edge and the probability is lower? Which one will you want?
When the probability is higher.
Simple, right? You're dealing with the probability game. Do you want to deal with the market when the probability is higher or when the probability is lower? Obviously, when the probability is higher, because the higher the probability, the better the outcome. The lower the probability, the worse the outcome. If I have a strategy that has 70% win rate, 70% probability, that means if I take 10 trades, I'm going to make money 7 times and I'm going to lose money 3 times. Now, if I have a system that has a low probability, let's say 40% win rate, if I take a trade 10 times, I'm only going to make money 4 times and I'm going to lose money 6 times. Is that what you want to deal with? Is that what you guys want to deal with? I want this class to be an interactive class, please, so that I will know that you guys are following up.
No, it's not what we want.
Don't be shy. You can unmute your mic and talk, right?
No, it's not what we want. It's not what we want.
So we do not want to deal with the market when we know we are on the loss, we are on the low end. We only want to deal with this market when we know that the probability is high. There are a lot of things that will determine that, but when we get there, you're going to understand it. The trading volume is one of them. Timing is one of them. Our daily max risk limit is one of them. Our daily target is one of them. There's so many things that we have to talk about when we get to the trading plan. But like I said, what I'm doing today is I'm briefing you guys through the whole thing so that I'll paint a clear picture. When we now paint a clear picture, let me give you guys an example. When you know how a face looks, you know that the face has 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, 2 ears, an eyebrow. You know where the eyebrow is supposed to be. You know where the mouth is supposed to be. You know where the nose is supposed to be. You know where the eyes is supposed to be. You know where the left eye is and the right eye is. When you have a clear picture, then the next thing is we will now start learning how do we draw these eyes, how do we draw this nose in an easy way because we know exactly where to put them, right? And even if you're not able to draw it right, when someone looks at it, they will know that, okay, this is a face that you're drawing. You're drawing somebody's face because obviously it is only someone's face that has 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, 2 ears, and all that. Then with time, you will now start perfecting this illustration, and you get to a point where you draw it so perfect that people cannot determine if it is a picture or if it is you that drew it. It is like that, right? So, 1, strategy. 2, trade management. 3, trading plan. Strategy, trade management, trading plan. If the system you have does not have these elements, if the system you have does not look out for these elements, then your system is not a complete system. I'm not here to bash your system. I'm not saying that you're not going to make money with your system. But what we are trying to say here is we want to be making money consistently. It's not just for us to come and make money today, hit stop loss tomorrow, hit stop loss next tomorrow, lose money again, make money again. No, we want to be able to do this thing and do it with so much consistency. So if consistency is what you're after, then you need to have a strategy that will determine your entry and your exit. You have to have trade management that will determine your losses, your profit, and preserve your capital. Because like I said, none of us here wants to be depositing all the time. right? I want to deposit January and use the money I deposited January to trade till December. That's what I want. And that's what we are going to be after this year. A lot of you have never been consistent for a year, right? A lot of you have never been consistent even for a week. A lot of you have never been consistent for 2 weeks, maybe it's a month. But as long as you're not consistent and you're always up and down, then there is something up. Even me personally, I struggle with that, right? But the thing with me is that I know exactly why I'm not being why if I find myself not being consistent, then I know exactly why I'm not consistent. And the only thing left for me to do is to go and fix the reason why I'm not being consistent, because I know exactly where the problem is. And that's what differentiates me with you that do not know where to even start from. Now, if you understand the system and you now see yourself in a situation where the market is playing ping pong with your head, you will know exactly why and you will know what to do to preserve your capital. You will know what to do to actually increase your win rate, and you will know what to do to actually manage your losses no matter how bad the market condition is. Before I go ahead with anything I want to say, is there anyone on this live that has any questions in regards to the strategy, trade management, or trading plan? Don't be shy. If you have any questions, you can ask. And if you have any suggestions you want to make, you can also make those suggestions. If you have anything to say, you can also unmute your mic and speak up. So don't be shy, please. This is going to be an interactive session. So I'll be very, very happy if you guys are not shy and speak up, because it, like I said, it will help me determine if you guys are following up or not. Any questions in regards to end strategy?
Hello, sir.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Hello. Yeah, good morning, sir.
Well, it's been a while. How have you been now?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir. And
You
you?
were
How
not
you
with
doing,
us
sir?
last year too much like that. What happened?
Well, I lost my account, so I had to take a break.
Hey, yeah, sorry. So were you able to get another account now, or why are you attending now that you don't have an account?
Yeah, I'm planning of getting another account, but I want to take my time and try and do the whole announce and get the whole thing correctly this time. So I have intention of funding an account soon. So
I hope you guys had him. He lost his account last year. I asked him why is he joining now? Because he said he wants to make sense of the whole thing, which is like the most reasonable explanation anyone can give. Because what is the essence of doing something that you don't understand? What is the essence of doing something that is taking your money and you're not really able to pinpoint why is it taking your money and why is it that you're not able to make consistent profit? Because look at it, a lot of us are able to make consistent losses in the market, but not consistent profit. If you're making losses consistently, that means there's something you're doing consistently that is determining these losses. And if you're making money consistently, then that means there's something you're doing that is actually making sure that you make money consistently. All you need to do is to know it, and that is all. So, sir, you can continue.
okay, sir. So I wanted to ask, so out of all the things you said now, so strategy, management, plan, so where does trading psychology, where does it come in? Is this also part of the trading system, or is it a different thing entirely?
I love your question.
Thank you.
I love your question. So for the longer, let me use myself as example, because whatever I'm doing, I'm using myself as example. For the longest time, I believed in trading psychology, right? I believed, okay, a trader needs to do this, a trader needs to do that. But then I never got to fix that. I never got to a point where I'm like, okay, what is this trading psychology? How do I use this psychology to make myself better? I read so many books, I watched so many videos, right, from different traders on trading psychology, but it never made sense. I've never been able to get a hold of it until I got to a point that I realized that trading psychology is non-existent. It does not work. Let me explain. The whole reason of why trading psychology affects a lot of people is due to confusion, right? It's due to doubt and confusion. Do you agree with me? Is anyone here not agreeing with me based on what I just said? Is there anything in trading psychology that is outside of you being confused or you being doubtful? Because to me, that's the trading psychology now, right? Confusion and doubt. Or is there anything outside of that? It's a
Well,
question
I
I'm
think,
asking you.
yeah,
Is there anything
yeah.
outside of that, as far as trading psychology is concerned? Is there anything outside of you being confused or you being doubtful?
Well, from what I
No,
understand,
no, no,
trading.
capital no.
No.
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you, Kola.
Okay. So from what I understand by the trading psychology is like being in charge of emotion, be emotionally balanced, and having a strong mindset before even entering the trade, whether you're going to make profit or you're going to take a loss. So balancing that emotional situation, I think, has to do a lot with the psychology. But that's just my own understanding.
Yeah. But we're actually saying the same thing. Because look at this. Trading psychology works with fear and greed, right? It's either you're fearful or you have turned greedy. To me, that's all. There's nothing outside of that. It's either you see yourself in a trade where you now start doubting the trade. You now start saying, okay, this trade is going to go to SLO. Oh, this trade is not going to go to my take profit. This trade might reverse here. Or you're literally confused as to why you took the trade and you're now doubting the whole trade in the first place. Is there anything outside of that? As far as trading psychology exists too, is there anything outside of these two things I mentioned? Fear and greed.
No.
That's very true. That's very true. I can say for myself, that's what I've actually noticed also.
Good. Like I said, every single thing I'm saying, I'm talking based on experience, not some PDF somewhere. I'm talking based on what is working and what worked for me. Because let me tell you something, there's no one on this live session that's more emotional than me. If you're talking about emotions, there is not a single person that has more emotions than me. And that is the reason why I'm trading the way I'm trading. Because I came to realize that, CEO, if I allow this thing to control me, I'm going to end up losing everything. I searched, I learned. Look for this information, read this book, read that book, watch this video, watch that video. I will come tomorrow and I will repeat the same thing. It's as if every single thing I learned yesterday, it's as if every single thing I studied yesterday did not just enter my head. And until the damage is done, that's when I will now start asking myself, yesterday, I said I'm going to do this, I learned this, but why did I repeat myself again? I will now say, okay, maybe this is the last time. I will not do it tomorrow again. And tomorrow you not end up doing the same thing over and over. See, let me tell you something. Every single thing that is affecting you or affecting your trading psychology is something you have known about since the beginning of your trading journey till this moment. There's nothing new. Like I said, it's either you're doubtful or it's either you're confused. There's absolutely nothing new apart from these two things. And let me tell you why that happens. If you have a system that you're not 99% though, not 99%. If you have a system that you know 100%, that can never exist. Confusion can never exist. And as long as there's no doubt and there's no confusion in what you're doing, then it will not even come up in a way that is going to hinder your progress or actually make you influence the outcome of that trade. Meaning, if you want to be a trader that does not have any psychological issues, you need to know exactly what you're doing You cannot see. Are you going to see white and then your mind will convince you that this is not white, this is black, and you will believe? There is no way. Is there any way you're going to see black and your mind will tell you that this might be white too, and you're going to believe? Absolutely not. Will you wake up now and see the sun shining and then your mind will convince you that this might be night? It's not daytime. There is no way that's going to happen. Why? Because you know exactly how daytime looks. You know exactly how the sun looks. You know exactly how the sun feels. And because you can see it and you can feel the heat in your body, there's absolutely no way you're going to determine and say that, okay, this might be night. Except maybe if you're a blind person, then obviously there is going to be difference. So what do I mean here? What I mean here is this. If there is no way you are going to have a strategy that will determine your entry and exit 100%, and then have a trade management that takes care of your losses, takes care of your profit, and protects your capital, and then have a trading plan that will determine when do you actually put this system to the test, there's no way you will have all those things checked. And then most importantly, backtest this system to a point where there is absolutely no doubt whatsoever, and then you not take a trade and be doubtful. Let me put this question out. You have a strategy, you have trade management, you have trading plan, and you now put this thing to the test. You backtest, and you backtested 5,000 trades using that system. Tell me, if you backtest, if you use a system and backtest 5,000 trades using that system, using the same elements, using the same variables, you execute these trades at the same time frame, the same time window, means your trading London session or New York session, you're going to apply the same trade management that you agreed to apply. You're going to apply the same trading plan that you agreed to apply, and you now backtest this thing with until you get to a point where you backtest at least 5,000 trades. Will you have confusion or not? Will there be any possibility of confusion or not? It's a question I'm putting out.
No, there won't be.
You're a carpenter. You start learning how to do carpentry. Somebody say, okay, here's this nail, here's this hammer. Hit this nail on this wood with using this hammer. Perfect how to hit this nail. And you now say, okay, you now sit in that shop for a month and you hit that wood 5,000 times. Will you tell me that you'll be hitting that wood next time and you'll be doubting what you're doing? Absolutely not. What I want you to understand is this. The whole reason why your mind starts wandering around is because there's some things that your mind is not sure of. The reason why you feel this trade might reverse when this trade is in profit is because your mind is not sure of something. Your mind is doubting something. There's doubt that actually got into your mind. That is the reason why you're actually feeling that in the first place. And let's be real here. There's absolutely nothing you can do on earth to eliminate fear and greed from your system as a human being. Because I want you to understand, fear and greed is what keeps you alive. So if you now fight that fear and you remove fear from your body, when your body senses fear that is supposed to actually push you to escape that situation, and you're somehow you have trained yourself to not actually feel fear, to not actually sense it, you're going to die. You know, that means you have no survival instincts in the first place. So fear and greed is part of survival instincts. And let me tell you something, as a human being, you are an animal to some extent, though. In as much as you have logic, your brain, they work, you think straight and everything, remember, you are an animal first, before that logic. The only difference between us and animals is that we have logic. But before logic, we have intuition. Every single animal, every single living thing is born with its intuitions. There is fear and there is greed. when you see or you feel yourself in a situation of fear, your body will react in certain manner that you cannot control. And that's why when people see themselves in a situation of fear, they will see themselves jumping walls, doing things that on a normal day they can never do. On a normal situation, you cannot do it, right? But because of that fear, you see yourself doing some certain things, and you cannot even explain how comes you did that. Do you agree with me or not? Is there anyone here that's disputing what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you cannot fight that. So instead, here's how you're going to go about it. You're going to have a system. You're going to have a system that will ensure it does not activate that fear. So it's not that, okay, you should activate that fear and then find a way to fight it. No, you're supposed to find a way around that fear so that you will do whatever you want to do without activating that fear. Do you understand? So it's not about fighting the fear or fighting the greed or fighting the doubt, right? It's about putting yourself in a situation where it will not even come up in the first place. Because me, I cannot fight it. As long as it comes up, right, I cannot fight it. I must mess up. When I understand that, I'm like, okay, how do I go about this in a way that I will treat without this trait activating my fear, greed, or doubt? That is what me, I believe in. So instead of you to be fighting and be teaching yourself training psychology, how to be strong, how to have a strong mindset, how to do this, how to do that. No, it does not work like that. You need to teach yourself how to put this thing together in a way that it does not activate your fear. And let me give you guys an example. Is there anyone here that is trading on demo with fear and confusion? Do you trade demo and feel that and feel fear in your body or feel confused? There's this natural confidence that you have, right? There's this natural clarity that you have, which is the reason why in the first place, everybody will be telling you that, oh, as long as I'm trading demo, I'm consistent too. But immediately I switch to the real market, all of a sudden I'm not understanding what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's because that human instinct is kicking in and is fighting your logic. Like it's seriously fighting your logic. And you need to understand, no matter how you try to fight your logic, it's like a battery that you have. You'll be fighting it. Before you know that battery has finished. Also, you cannot fight it again. It will not influence you. Before you know, you're not doing crazy things that will take away all your money. So the plan here is to eliminate any possibility of doubt, any possibility of confusion, or any possibility of fear or greed. Kola, do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
Do you understand
Thanks
me?
so much.
So now,
yes, sir, I do.
Yeah. So now, with what you said earlier, the reason why you attended this session is because you want to gain clarity before you get your account and all that. Then you need to understand that attending is priority number one. Like I said, the fight here is not to teach you how to fight. The fight here is not to teach you how to what? How to overcome your fear and greed, because you can never overcome it too. You can never overcome it. If anyone tells you that you can overcome your fear and greed, it does not, it's a lie. The only thing is that you can put up a system and you can treat in a way that it does not even exist. The fear and greed does not even come to your heart. You don't feel your heart beating and your palms sweating.
Waiting will bring that in because that thing is inbuilt.
You understand? So you cannot remove it, just like Sunday is just saying, the thing is inbuilt. You cannot just come and say delete. It does not work like that. You cannot go and train your heart and say, okay, if you see this, you cannot do it. You just see yourself sweating. You are so anxious. Your heart is beating. You might fight it today, but tomorrow you might not have the strength to fight it. Next tomorrow, you might wake up, your wife vex you, or your girlfriend vex you, or your husband vex you, or your boyfriend vex you, and before you know it, that fear and that greed and that confusion will start to keep coming in because your mind is your mindset is all over the place, and then all of a sudden that day you will now lose everything. So fighting it is a lost cost. What we want to do is to eliminate the possibility in the entirely. So there will never be doubt and there will never be fear in your body. And when there's no doubt and there's no fear, there's no reason for you to start interfering with your trades or to be confused as to why this is happening or to be overthinking the whole thing. And how do we eliminate that? What is the process in which we ensure that trading psychology can never and will never be our issue again? Is to know exactly how to catch these trades 100%, is to know exactly how to put on the line and how much is our target and how do we go about preserving our capital, and to know exactly when to put this system to the test and to backtest. Backtesting is the whole sugar, is the whole glue, right? That will ensure that you did not end up a confused trader. That's what's going to ensure that you do not end up a bitter trader. Because I've been a bitter trader, I've been in a situation where I feel like this thing is gambling. There's nothing anybody's going to tell me. You say this one, you enter, you lose money. You will change this one tomorrow, you enter, you lose money again. You say, okay, maybe let me try this thing. You enter, you as if somebody's even watching you with camera or something. It will not even make sense. The whole thing will just be so stressful and so confusing. And the more you're confused, the more you're going to be more confused again. And the more you're confused, the more you will start seeing that. See, in fact, you will take the same trade as us. You will lose money, and us, we're going to make money. That's what confusions bring. Oh. You will take a trade where everybody will make money, oh, but because you're confused, you're a confused person, because your doubt has overcome you, you end up interfering with the trade, and you don't end up making any money. And do you know what you're going to say? Oh, I'm not going to do this next time. And then next time you're going to come here, and then you're going to feel the same pressure again, and that pressure will not influence you, and you will just realize that can I ever fight this pressure I'm feeling? And before you know it, you're losing confidence. And the more you lose confidence, the more the whole thing is going to start crumbling. And before you know it, everything done, your account is gone, your confidence is gone, and your mindset is messed up. You now have to go and start all over again, start looking for capital from scratch, and you suffer to get that capital again, unlike the other previous times. And because you struggle to get that capital again, you will now start struggling to actually trade this new capital that you got, because how will I put it? The trauma of the previous account is still with you. The fear, the greed, the confusion is still there. And you're not going to repeat the same circle again, and you keep repeating the same circle over and over until you now end up giving up. And you will not be in the wagon of people saying trading is gambling, trading does not work, trading does not do this. Yet we wake up seeing a lot of people making money from this trading thing. But it's not you that is doing it. But then other people are making it, but it's not you. Because even though the probability of making money in trading is very low, there are people that are making the money now. It's not 100% a losing business. But what differentiates you from these people is how you actually approach the market. It is that simple. So what we are trying to do here is to build a system together, a system that's going to work for all of us, but not just a system that's going to work for all of us, but for you to also understand the system so that you can actually tweak it for yourself. Because trading is different for every other person. Like I said, I know I'm an emotional person, so the way I trade is totally different from the way other people trade. When you now understand this system, you will know what to adjust, where to adjust, to actually make it make sense to you, so that this fear will not be there, this doubt will not be there, this greed will not be there, this confusion will not be there. You just see it will make you feel as if you're trading demo. Which is the reason why I asked you guys earlier, when you're trading demo, do you feel all that pressure? No. So that means there is something that is activated somewhere. So the plan is, how do we trick our mind into thinking that we are trading demo all the time, even though we are trading live money? Do you understand? The plan is to teach our mind, to teach our brain to feel as if we are trading demo, even though we are trading live funds. So as to not trigger these instincts. in the first place, not just for us to trigger it and then try to fight it. That is not the plan here. The plan is to actually eliminate it in the first place so that we will not even feel it. You just come into this live session, boom, you have made money, you have gone. You come into this live session, oh, we have lost money today, that's it for today, we'll come back tomorrow, repeat the same thing, and move on. Do you guys understand what we are after here? Does it make sense at all?
Yes, sir, exactly. 100%.
Perfect.
Yes,
right?
it's making a lot of sense, sir.
Good. So what we're trying to do here is to eliminate the whole thing, not for us to come and be fighting it. Because me, I cannot fight it too. I cannot fight it. And that's what I understand, and I've given up on that matter. But then, how am I able to work around it? That's what I want to teach you. Because I know that a lot of people are like me. You cannot come, you will be saying you will do this tomorrow, and tomorrow will come and you repeat the same thing. You say you will do it tomorrow, tomorrow will come, you repeat the same thing. You'll be feeling as if maybe you don't love yourself, or you're not even, if you have people around you, they will not even take you serious because they'll be like, oh, you're just always saying this thing, and you're not doing it again. But they will not understand why that is happening because there's so many things in your head. There's so many signals, there's so many red and blue light flashing so fast that you will just be confused as to what to do. And you end up repeating the same circle over and over. Some do that for months, some do that for years before they will get to a point where they will realize that, oh, I cannot fight this, so actually I need to find a way around it. And that's when they will start getting the results they are looking for. So, but we don't need to go through all that. We don't need to traumatize ourselves before we will get to a point where we will now start doing what is right. Because look at it. When you do the right thing right from the beginning, it's going to be way easier than doing it wrong, traumatizing yourself, and then try to do it right. Because even if you learn how to do it right, that trauma is going to be following you around too. And it's going to be hindering your progress. So what we are trying to do here is to ensure we do it right from the get-go. Is to ensure that whatever we are doing, every single one of you here actually understands what we are after. And that's what we want to do here. Nothing outside of that. So for us to be able to do that, we need to ensure that our strategy is in check 100%. We need to ensure that our trade management is in check 100%. And we need to understand that our trading plan is in check 100%. When I now teach you all these guys, when we now teach you all these things, paint a clear picture, we will now start back testing. We are back testing through the weekends, and we are for testing during the week. So we'll, like, let's say we come on this class, we'll talk about strategy. I'll tell you how the strategy is, give you the concept in the first place. While we are doing this, while we are talking about this concept and how we are going to go about it, I will now implement it in real life, explain it to you in a way you're going to understand it, right? And then take a live trade using that, see the outcome of this trade, while educating you exactly how we got to go about the whole thing. And then not just that, also practicing it together with you guys over the weekend. So that means, like I said, this session is going to be 7 days a week. So how many of you guys will be able to attend the weekend classes? We have 50 attendees here. How many of you guys here will be able to attend the practice sessions during the weekend? I want to know at least, because I need at least 30 people consistently. So we have 55 people here.
Around what time, sir?
We have to, please just type it on the chat box so that I'll be able to tell how many of you guys will be able to attend. If you know you'll be able to attend the practice sessions consistently over the weekend, please drop it on the chat box so that I will be able to quantify how many of you guys will be able to do that. And this weekend sessions is going to be a long session now, and it's going to be extremely entertaining beyond your thinking. But I don't want to speak about it right now.
At what time is the session beginning? Like so, the Saturdays at what time?
Okay, Saturdays is going to be morning session, and Sundays is going to be afternoon, because obviously a lot of you guys are going to church now, right? So it's not going to be in the morning, it's going to be in the afternoon or evening. I will see how I will determine the timing. And so, but
is it possible we do it on Saturday also in the afternoon? Because some of us would work on Saturdays until 1, and maybe you can't be able to join the session when you're working. You know, I don't know what you would say about that.
So, okay,
Saturdays evening. and Sunday evening, that would be more preferable, sir.
So is anyone agreeing with that? Should we do it?
Hello, sir.
Should it be an evening session?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How
Yes,
many
sir.
of you agree?
Yes,
I agree,
sir.
sir. I agree.
Sir. I think
Agree, sir.
Saturday should be morning section, then Sunday should be evening sections.
Sunday
Yes.
should be evening, sir.
I'm coming. Let me
Hello,
try.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, no verse, sir. Sorry, sir. I don't know why sometimes you people log student out to connecting to the live class, sir. What is the
No,
problem, sir?
don't worry. I've taken care of that. Moving forward, everybody will be able to attend.
Sir, I love your class. Everybody will meet up with whatever requests.
This session is going to be 3 months straight, free. Do you get it?
Okay, sir. Like, if you guide us to the end of the day, we will still come back and we'll work whatever you want us to work, sir. No verse, sir. Help us, sir.
Don't stress. I'm trying to create a poll here so that.
So we'll not be logging out again, ba?
No. The same link. The same link.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
The same link.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So we can have an agreement on when you can be able to do the sessions on Saturdays, especially on Saturdays. Because Sunday evening it's okay for me, but Saturday morning for me it's a bit hard because of work. I don't know. So yeah, so I hope that you come up with a schedule that favors everyone. For those as well who are not able to join during morning hours. Because as for me, I'm in Kenya and I work on Saturdays. So
yes,
if we can do that, it will be able to help us.
No stress. So you will determine if we'll be able to do that or not. So please check the poll below. So I just drop a poll. Please
Hello, sir.
Check it and determine the timing. We only have 7 votes right now, and I need 30 minimum, like I said.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please, when is Tentrade doing a 20% off funded account again so that we can buy accounts?
I don't know, but I will confirm that.
Okay.
I don't know yet, but I'll confirm that. But I think it just ended like a day or so ago now. Abi?
Oh. Hello, sir. Is this poll for Saturday or Sunday or both?
Both. I need 30 votes. I need 30 votes on this poll before we can continue.
What of those that will choose morning on Saturday, then evening on Sunday?
No. It cannot be. We cannot do it. We cannot follow everybody now. Abi?
No, I think that was for the first option. So I don't know if it has been removed.
No, it has to be. It has to be.
So my own has to remove. Do it again, please.
I don't know how come the thing don't. I don't know.
Okay, sir.
We only have 20 or 21. Keep your votes coming, 22. I need 30 polls. I need 30 votes first before I will determine, please.
I'm not seeing any vote. I'm not seeing any stuff like that.
I'm not seeing it, so I'm not seeing it.
Okay.
You need to put it again. I'm not
on
seeing
top of your screen, you can just see a pop-up message that will show that you should choose evening or.
My own, just come out.
When you don't press then you click on submit.
Yeah, but my own is not popping up now.
Maybe try and log out of the session and log in again.
Okay, sir. Let's try it.
Pop up, I think.
Okay, sir.
Log out and log in again and then drop your votes. You only have
Please, I saw the QR code. What do I do?
QR code. All right.
I think the message will show if you've downloaded Zoom on your phone or on your laptop. If you are using a browser like me, you can you know to be able to see
Just
the
log in
poll.
and log out
So
into pop. My own has pop up. Log in and log out into
Yeah,
pop up
just
like
log
the
in
way.
and log out.
Yeah, that is what I did. And my own pop up.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
tried
log
that.
in and
Log
log
on-
out.
What are we doing, please? Because I just had a distraction. Somebody called
Okay,
and distracted me.
we are voting on the timing.
Okay, so how do we achieve that? They say we should log out of our Zoom meeting and log back again.
Yes, you see it.
Baba, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Very fine.
Who am I speaking with?
My name is General Siege.
Good morning, General. How are you doing now?
Bless God.
For me?
Thank you so much for 2026. It's been long. I've been wondering what's happened to you. A lot of us, at the background will be saying, we not see you. But I knew you
I was preparing, I cannot come
Yeah,
here.
I know.
I have to prepare.
Exactly. I knew you would come, but the timing. Okay, so for this poll, I think the people who are confused are more to the people who are not confused.
Okay.
So yes, I picked evening because I would love the morning. So, but this poll is exactly for Saturdays and Sundays.
Saturdays and Sundays, so only Saturday.
Yes, just Saturday and Sunday. So
yes.
I'm trying to explain or to ask on behalf of them so that they will understand, because there's this tricky decision that is in between, because of majority here are Christians. So they will consider Sunday morning to be off. So
obviously
they will love the Saturday too, in the morning too, because it's weekend. But because of that Sunday, so that's why I said, okay, let me just chip this one in. So evening will be preferable, so that for the Sundays, so that we can prepare for Monday market and all of that generally for the week. Yes,
you get it. So the thing is that I also love for Saturday to be morning, actually, because I love these classes in the morning when everybody's mind is fresh, not too much pressure. Mostly in the evening, a lot of us are exhausted from our daily activities. But like I said, Saturdays and Sundays is not for us to actually indulge ourselves in the market, but for us to learn and practice, right? So for us to practice what we have learned. During the week, we are going to focus on the learning part, right? During the weekend, we are going to focus on the implementation part, because learning is one thing, implementation is another. And like implementation is like the 90%. The learning is whatever I will teach you in like 2 weeks, you will be able to teach others. Not just for you to learn it yourself, because my own this mentorship program that I have, the essence of me making it like this, the way I've made it, is because I want to teach you so that you can go around and also teach others. A lot of us here are parents, right? Some of us here are parents that have kids, and you know how the economy is right now. Imagine how the economy is, how the economy will be when your kids end up growing up, it's 18, 19. Imagine the sort of opportunities that will be available. None. Even right now, there is no opportunity for us. We know how we are going to go about it. So I want to teach it to you in a way that you'll be able to keep your 7-year-old kids, 8-year-old kids, and also put them through the same thing. They do not need to involve themselves in the market right now, but you can teach it to them in a way that they can also be able to teach their own colleagues too. That's how simple and easy the whole program is going to be. But it cannot be simple and easy if you are not able to be consistent. We have, like I said, we are fluctuating around 55 to 52 people here. I don't want a situation where today will be 50, tomorrow will be 30, next tomorrow will be 40, next tomorrow will be 60, and then during the weekend will be 10, And then during the week when we now come, someone will be asking us some silly questions that will not have, that I'll have no choice but to explain. And then it will not take us back again, where we'll be repeating the same things we have repeated. Like I said, as for me, I will be here to put you through whatever thing you need. I'm not here to teach you 50% and then leave you in the dark and make you more confused. Because this trading thing, the more you learn, the more confused you're going to be. And the thing is this, right? A lot of us learn this trading thing like this. It's like you go to the church during Sundays, right, as a Christian, and then during Fridays you go to the mosque again. It's like you're trying to learn two religions and pick some here and pick some here and combine it. You're gonna lose both. You're gonna end up a loser because you're not a Christian and then you're not a Muslim at the same time, because you're trying to be both, because you're trying to apply both things at once. And that's how trading works. You have to select one and then make sure that you're going to work with this system 100%. Not that you're going to pick something from this system and then apply some other things you learn from other systems and you think it's going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. The only thing that's going to happen is that you're going to be more confused. And because you're more confused, you end up in the situation that Kola is talking about earlier. Your trading psychology is going to be messed up because you see buy and you not see sell again. This strategy that you learned some time back is showing you sell. This strategy that you have learned now is showing you buy. And which one are you going to follow? Right from that moment, you're a confused person. So you do not even waste your time executing that trade, because if that trade goes to TP, you think that, oh, this other strategy is bad. If that trade goes to SL, you think that, oh, the other strategy is good. And tomorrow you apply the other strategy and you now hit SL and you think, okay, let me go back to that other strategy. And that's how you'll be jumping from this end to that end, from this end to that end. And at the end of the day, you cannot determine what you're even doing in the first place. You only feel more overwhelmed and more confused. And that is not what we are here to do. What we want to achieve here is 100% clarity. And if you want to achieve 100% clarity, you have to what? You have to understand the complete image. You have to understand the complete picture. You have to be able to visualize it in your head. And then when we now come through the weekend, we will now what? Implement it. But if you cannot be able to visualize it, you cannot implement it. If you cannot be able to visualize how a face is, how will you be able to draw a face? No matter how bad your drawing is. If you know how a face looks, someone will see that and say, okay, this is a face. It's just that maybe the nose is a little bit bigger, the eyes is a little bit like this, or the mouth is a little bit like that, but it's a face. And that's what we are trying to achieve here. Clarity, consistency, and lack of any emotional stress. Me, I want to make money in this trading thing and feel as if I just drank water. That's how I want to be feeling. If I trade and I make money and I feel so much stress, then that means there's something wrong with that trade. And I don't want that. And that's what I'm able to put myself through. And that's what I want to put every single person through. So we have 30 votes. Every single person here, out of the 44 votes selected, 30 people out of the 44 that voted selected evening. So that means the 30 of you that selected evening, you must attend. You cannot come and vote 30 and stop us from doing it in the morning when other people say in the morning, and you not even attend the afternoon or the evening on again. Please don't spoil other people's market. It's begging, I'm begging you, because I want to maintain my confidence when it comes to teaching you this thing. And the only way I can maintain my confidence is if I'm seeing that you guys are learning and you guys are excited to learn. But if I come here and I'm seeing people are, and the thing is that humans, as long as they say, come and do this thing for free, they'll be taking it as if it's a joke. There are people here that paid for my mentorship and they know how much they paid. I'm very sure some of them are on this live session. And the same thing I taught them is what I'm planning
I'm number one, sir.
You see? So
I'm number one, sir.
The same thing I taught them is what I will be putting you through too. I'm not taking anything out. So please and please, just be serious. If you have been praying on, okay, God should give me money to learn trading, God should give me this and that. Now the opportunity is here with no money whatsoever. And apart from that, I also want to encourage you guys to actually, If you have other people that want to learn how to trade, you have friends, you have family, you have colleagues around that want to understand this trading thing in a most clearest manner, in a way that they can also go there and teach the people around them, then also share the link to them, let them join. We are 55 here. And every single person in this live session also have someone that wants to learn this trading thing. So tomorrow we can just be instantly 100 if you share the link to one person. One person sharing the link to another person will double our numbers tomorrow. And the more numbers we have, the more encouraged I will be to actually put in more effort into teaching you guys. It's that simple. Nothing is complicated.
The class is starting tomorrow, ba?
The class has started today now.
Okay. Because I'm joining now.
Today. Don't stress. The recording will be available. The class has started today already. It's not starting tomorrow or next week. It has started right now. But obviously, I have to explain it to you guys. I have to put you guys through so that you guys will know exactly what to expect. And what you should expect is 100% clarity, 100% understanding, right? And with time, with enough practice, your confidence will be overflowing, just like me. You need to understand what it takes a lot. See, it takes a lot for me to come on this live session and be telling you guys buy and sell. Because if I do not know what I'm doing, there's no way I'll have the confidence to come on this live session and be telling you buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. It cannot work like that. The only reason why I'm able to do that is because I know what I am putting behind the scenes. I know the kind of practice I'm putting. I know how I'm going about evaluating my system to a point where I have the confidence to come on this live session and trade with you guys, right? So I want to also give you guys the same level of confidence, the same level of clarity too, so that when we now come here as a community, see, I want to be able to come on this live session and just select one random person and tell the person, spot a trade for us today. And everybody must take that trade. And that's how we all generate confidence together. And that's how we call each other. See, if I do something wrong, call me out. I'm not the type that wants to come here and be doing rubbish and everybody's going to keep quiet. Call me out. But you cannot call me out if you're not certified. So I want to certify every single person here so that if you guys are calling me out, I know that, yes, you guys are calling me out for a reason that I will understand. Because you know what we are doing, you understand the system, and most importantly, you know exactly how it's supposed to be implemented. So if I now do something out of what I have taught you, you ask me, why are you doing this thing? Why are you doing it like this? We taught us like that. Why are you not doing something different? And that will make me very accountable too. And will also make you too accountable. Because if I say, show me this thing and you show me something else, we don't enter one trust like that. And that's how interactive I want this session to be. Not for me to just come and keep quiet and just draw a chart and then we enter by everybody will just be looking at. No, I want this session to be very interactive. We'll discuss if you have trading issues, if you have some trading things you're facing, you come here. Don't be shy. Everybody here is here to learn. Talk about it, ask questions, and I'll put on my time using my experience to explain and get you out of the mud that you are. That is my purpose this year, 2026. And for the next 3 months, that is going to be the plan. If you do not see yourself achieving whatever it is that I'm promising you right now, it's not from me, it's from you. So you should understand that you're taking a promise that you cannot break. And breaking that promise will only show you how inconsistent and how unserious you are. Because like I said, what others have paid me $200 to teach is what I'm coming here to teach you for absolutely free without leaving a single atom left untouched. And not just to teach you, we will also practice together. So you will not see how the practicing is done. We will not implement it together. You will not see how the implementation is done. And we will not see the outcome together so that you'll be able to tell how consistent this system is. And if you're not getting the right outcome, obviously you know this is a dead strategy. And you will leave it and you will go. Seeing is believing. You will see what works for you, you follow, it does not work for you, you leave it. Don't follow anything that does not work. No, somebody should not come and say, it's working, and you're seeing bad results. It does not work like that. If I'm not consistent right now, then that means you should not follow me too. Because me personally, I will not come and follow someone that is not guaranteeing consistency now. Because I'm not here for charity, I'm here for consistency, and I'm here to make money. And every single person here is actually here to make money, not here to come and vibe and go and lose money. So I know the time I have put into making sure that that is not the case this year. Unlike last year, that will be consistent for like 2 months, then market condition will turn around and we'll take a break, and there's not too much consistency. This year, I want to guarantee consistency. First of all, we are going to go 3 months straight. 1 month, we'll complete the mentorship program. The next month, we will repeat the mentorship program again, so that if you understand it, the next month is for you to what? Understand it further and to verify the things you know already. And obviously, there's going to be new members, right? At the end of every month, it's just only 60 people that are attending right now. Why do you think it is not 100 people that are attending? It's because they are not seeing the results we are posting. They are not seeing the progress we are getting. If they start seeing the progress, if they start seeing the consistency, the numbers will start increasing. It's human nature. Everybody wants to be with the winner. Nobody wants to come here and beat FESL and you would expect them to attend. I understand that, and I'm being realistic. And that's why I'm saying this. Because if I'm in your shoes, that's the same thing I'm going to do. But seeing is believing. Come and see for yourself first. See the outcome. See the process. And then you will now determine if it is something you want to follow through. But if your intention this year is to learn and understand, then the opportunity is right in your hands. And it is a guarantee. Monday to Sunday. Today is Monday. We have done the orientation. Everybody understands what we are here for, right? From tomorrow, we are going to start talking about the strategy. We will discuss strategy. We'll break it down. I will teach you guys the concept, the buy concept. I will teach you guys the sell concept. I will give you guys assignments. And you must submit the assignment. There's no other way around. It's not like I will come and give you guys assignment and you guys will be taking it as if it's a joke. Like I said, what I'm teaching you guys is what others have paid me 200 USD to teach. That's 330,000 naira. And I'm teaching it to you for 100% free. So you must be consistent, because that's what that's what's going to motivate me. It's not your money that will motivate me. It's your attention and your consistency that will motivate me. I love teaching. Teaching is one of my passions. But everybody that loves teaching understands. When you're teaching others that also love being taught, people that are passionate, it's like you're gonna be more motivated than when you're teaching people that are not serious about the whole thing. And I'm being real. Us Nigerians, when they say something is free, we don't take it free. So please, if you know that you're not paying money, still take this session seriously, because if you don't learn it now, you get to a point where you need to pay that money that you don't want to pay, and you will still have to do the same.
Please, sir.
You say what? Someone just spoke up.
Yes, I've been raising hand for so quite a time.
Oh, sorry about that. I was not paying attention. You can go ahead.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
I am joining the class for the first time today.
Perfect.
So I just accidentally joined the WhatsApp channel sometimes. So when I saw the notification for the meeting this morning, so I decided to join. So today is my first time.
Perfect.
And when you asked us to vote for time, I think you were talking about Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, weekends.
I just want clarification, because the way I'm seeing things now, I think the training commences today and is going to run between Monday to Sunday.
Exactly.
So the voting we are making, is it going to be for the whole class from Monday to Sunday, or there are different sessions for Monday to Friday, then Saturday and Sunday?
Okay, Monday to Friday is going to be learning and executing live trades. Saturday and Sunday is going to be practicing. So if you learn something, how do you perfect what you have learned? How do you gain experience? Is it not through implementation?
Yes.
So now if I teach you now and I don't show you how to implement now, did I do you justice? No, right?
All right. So the same time, Monday to Friday morning, is the
Yes.
training going to be coming up? Okay.
Yes.
So it is only the practical something for weekend that we are focusing to be evening or
Exactly. So
morning.
we will not just practice
All right.
during the weekend. We will also look at the market from an overview perspective so that we will know what to expect the following week, right?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
And we'll also discuss other
That's
personal things that you guys have, personal questions. We'll make it entertaining, not just trading. We'll discuss a lot of things.
all right.
My own is that you guys should not be shy. That's all. Don't be shy. Speak up. Ask questions. No one is going to judge you here. Like I said, I'm assuming every single person here does not know any single thing. I'm assuming that as if I'm trying to teach nursery school students. So don't be shy. No matter how crazy or how silly your question is, ask it. If somebody judge you, I will take them out.
Very much, sir.
You're welcome. I saw somebody raising their hands. Who was that, please? I forgot your name. If you're the one, please unmute. Yeah, Mishak. We can't hear you.
Thank you very much.
Your voice is extremely audible, extremely low.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, I think I can hear you from my end.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. This voice is really sounding.
Wait, is it just me or his voice is not audible? I can barely hear you.
No, his voice is
You're
not
not audible.
audible.
You're
We
not
can't
audible.
hear
We're not
you.
hearing you.
Voice
I
is
want to
cracking. Voice
really
is
Mishak,
cracking.
we
The
can't.
network is
Mishak, I think
bad.
your network is bad or
confirm
something like
if
that.
it's
Can you
re-swing.
come again, please?
Hello?
Mishak, come again. Come
Okay,
again.
okay. I said, this voice is really sounding so familiar with the same mentor I've always loved, and I want to confirm if this is re-swing.
Who?
Re-swing, Re.
No. It's not him. Okay, let's swing from
Oh,
these 5 pips.
Fire Pips,
That's
hear
our
his voice.
yeah, I know the person you're talking about. No, that's not him. That's our partner, but that's not him. This is Farid talking.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm
Oh,
really
you
interested in this.
you get used to me very soon. Just be attending the sessions.
All right, thank you.
I will make it as simple as I
Thank
can
you
make
very
it.
much.
Yours is just attend and just do what you're expected to do. What time is Saturday and Sunday? Evening time. Saturdays and Sundays is going to be from 7 p.m.
Yes.
Okay. It's fine. So I have a question.
Yes.
Which strategy is this?
Don't
Which
worry, I will
strategy
tell
are
you
you
the strategy. But it's not any strategy you have
Okay.
learned anywhere. This is my own strategy. It's not any strategy you can get on YouTube or anywhere like that. But don't worry, I'll
Okay,
will
okay,
also
but the
give you guys.
strategy is working on Zos.
It's working on what?
On Zos. Good. I mean good.
This is the first time I'm hearing someone call it like this. Yeah, it works on every pair. It works on forex pairs. It works on metals, be it gold, silver. It works on crude oil. It works on stock indices. It works on stocks. It works on crypto. If you get chart for rice USDT, it go work.
Okay. No problem, sir. I just
So
want
it
to
works
ask.
across. The only difference, there's a
Sir, what
difference.
is your major pair, sir?
There's a difference. There's a difference on how you're going to implement it depending on the pair you're going to trade. But that's the trading plan. When we get to trading plan, I'll make it make sense to you. But the strategy and the trade management applies to all markets. The trading plan is what's going to determine, because the crypto market works usually during the New York session. The stock indices market usually works during the New York session or New York stock exchange session, which is from 2 p.m. Nigerian time, right? And if you're trading GBP USD, it's London session, meaning you have traded from 8 to 11, or it has 2 windows. So there are pairs that has 2 windows, and there are pairs that only have 1 window, and there are Asian session pairs, there's New York session pair, there are different type of pairs. So these pairs determine when you're going to implement the strategy and the trade management. That's why I said your trading plan will determine when you put the system to the test. That's what I mean by that. And when we get there, you will understand what I mean clearly, to a point where you'll be able to teach others. I'm emphasizing on that. Not just for you to understand, but to understand it in a way you can also go out there and teach other people. Meaning, I will tax you guys at some point to also start teaching other people. How many people did you teach? How did they understand? That's the level of attention I will be putting for you guys. So if you know you do not like pressure, this session is not for you, because you must be accountable 100%. So you should just be ready. Even if you're as old as my father, if I put you here, I must put you under fire. So don't even doubt.
No problem, we are ready.
Good. So with that being said, any more questions? So that will allow you guys to go and prepare for tomorrow. Get yourself
sir, I have a recommendation.
Yeah, please. I like that.
I don't know whether
I like that.
Like this session that we are having like this, is it possible to put them on YouTube so that we can, for those who could not meet up with the class,
yes,
or due to work, they can actually go there and watch?
Yeah, I will work on that. I promise you guys that. Don't stress. I'll work on that. Everything is on my watch.
Okay, then
now.
that will be very profitable for some of us that are looking.
Yeah, or you can create group and drop the videos there now. Start sharing it on
but
YouTube.
we cannot. The group WhatsApp does not allow heavy videos now. We can only do that on Telegram. So it's either Telegram or YouTube, whichever.
Okay, let's handle it on Telegram.
Yeah. I will discuss with the team here, and I will determine where to put it, either on Telegram or YouTube, whichever. Yeah, but every session will have a recording.
I think YouTube is good so that he also can even benefit from the views.
Yeah, of course. I will look into that. All the they buy yourself market too. If we put these sessions out and you watch it and you come and you asking me silly questions, I'll put you under so much fire that you'll be very uncomfortable. So accountability is
I don't have a problem with that, sir.
Good. Accountability is a must. It's a must. I will not come here and put my time and you'll be taking it like a joke. I will hold you guys accountable to the point where you might hate me. Good. But it's for your own good after all. Because I realize that a lot of people will want to learn it, but they want somebody to be following them with bulala. So, any more questions? Let me check.
Yeah. Good morning, sir. Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Timothy, and thank you very much. Although I joined late, like just a few minutes ago, and I want to commend this initiative of yours. Very welcome, and it's a nice one to start the year. So I have just two questions. The first one is, how do we get to join on a daily basis? Will there be like a link on the
how do you get to join what?
I think you said something that the class starts proper tomorrow or something.
Yes. So you join using the same link. So do you see the link you saw on the channel, right? Copy that message, go and paste it on your notes app, or create a reminder and paste it there. The same link is the same. We are going to be using the same link for the next 3 months. This session is not a session where it's just the people that have accounts, because a lot of people have accounts, but they do not have the confidence. Me, what I believe in is this: seeing is believing. If you come here and you're learning and you're seeing you're seeing us hitting take profit, nobody will go and tell you to deposit now. Abi?
Yeah, sure.
Good. So when you come and you see that we are making money consistently, you're learning the whole thing, I don't need to go and tell you to deposit. If you are depositing $1,000 and you're making 100 USD, 200 tomorrow, I don't need to go and tell you to deposit 10,000 USD tomorrow. Now you go find the money deposit, because you know obviously you want a better outcome. And that's what I believe. I don't believe in telling people to go and buy an account, yet there is no clear outcome. There is no clear process. There's no clear plan on how we are going to go about it, right? There's so many things we are going to do, because this is just the first step. Learning how to make money and making money is only step 1. Managing that money, increasing that money, scaling that money with time, investing that money in other places, all those things are included in this session moving forward. So we are not just gonna make money here. We are going to see how we can invest these funds. We are going to see how we can put these funds to work. We are going to see how we can scale up. We're going to discuss so many things, you know, that has to do with finances. Because like I said, a lot of us here, even me personally, I struggle with managing finance. I can make money. Making money is not my problem, but to manage the money I have made is a problem. And I've struggled with that for the longest time. And I know there are a lot of people like me out there. So with me, what I do is whatever I learn and it's working for me, I will teach it to others so that you also learn. And if it is not working for you, we would figure out why is it not working for you, and we will now fix it. Because like I said, everything is individual based. So this is not a class. This is a mentorship. A class is for me to just come and talk and go. Mentorship is to see how I can redefine and make this thing bespoke for every single person, right? So every person will have their question, why is it that I'm struggling with this? I will get to know you a little bit, know your thinking. From there, I will determine why and adjust it for you, right? So like I said, that's why I said this session is going to be a long session. It's going to include the weekends, because a single person might ask me one question that I might spend an hour talking about, right? So we need to have so much time to actually do this and do it correctly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. So I think
yes,
that's all for now. So
perfect. You're welcome.
Hello,
Somebody
sir.
says yes, sir.
Please, I want to confirm, what time is it for the weekend class again in the evening? What time?
It's going to be evening, 7 to 8. We will start 7 to 8 till 12 a.m. in the night. So depending on how we will start either 7, 8. So I will check, I will look at the time. Either we'll start 7 or we'll start 8. If you're going to start 8, that means we'll end the session 11, 12 a.m. in the evening. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No, you can join and maybe you last till 9 a.m. If you're tired, you go. People that are serious, they can stay, right? So you must not stay till 11. It's not a must. But like I said, we cannot, the things we are about to do here, it's not something that we can be doing in 30 minutes, 1 hour. You can see even this talk, I just talk right now, it's like almost 2 hours now, right? We started this 8 and it's almost 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
So it's going to be the sessions are going to be very, very long. We'll get to a point where we will be lasting. If we start the session in the morning, we might last till afternoon. So, but at the end of the day, like I said, now when they make money, all that motivation will come.
Okay, sir. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Thanks so much.
So I think that is it. If you have any more questions, if you have anything, please, this is my number, 3047 28 82. Like I said, I'm not pushing for anyone to get accounts right now. What I'm pushing for, I'm not pushing for anybody to deposit right now. What I'm pushing for is for you to understand the business before putting money on the line. That is my belief. And I believe that is what's best, so that you know whatever outcome we get, you know the reason behind that outcome, and we will rectify. If it's a mistake, we will fix that mistake. If it's normal losses, it's part of the plan, we'll move forward, right? But if you're not really understanding why we're taking losses and why we are making profit, I will not be motivated at all. So I would love for every single person here to know exactly why we are doing what we are doing, so that tomorrow you might be the person, you might end up being the person giving us trades here for a few days. If you're good, you know, and it will come with so much incentive, but I don't want to talk about that right now. With time, like I said, we will figure that one out. So thank you all for attending this session. I look forward to us finishing this 2026, achieving our trading goals, right? A lot of us have said we'll achieve it 2025, we did not. 2024, we did not. 2023, we did not. There are people that have started trading 2020, till today, they're still in the same situation, right? But I guarantee, I'm not giving you 99% assurance. So I'm giving you 100% assurance that if you attend these sessions and you attend it consistently, you will not only understand these things, but you'll be able to start hosting your own community, start hosting classes for people, and start collecting their money self. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that is lucky to get it for free. If you learn it, you go and collect money from their hands. If you have other people close to you that need it, you teach them for free, right? So it's all on you. How you decide to use the knowledge is on you. As for me, I'm here to teach it to you and give you the complete package. What you do with it after is on you, right? So thank you all for attending this session. As always, please, let's be consistent. Let's be very, very consistent. Consistency is key with everything, not just trading. If you're not going to be consistent, just know that you're going to end up in the same situation you see yourself last year. You're not going to end up getting any results that is better than what you have gotten. And I know consistency is not easy. It's not every day that you can be consistent, but please, let's try. Let's try. As for me, I'll put myself on the line. You should do the same too. After all, you do not pay anything, right? So the only thing you need to use to pay me is your attention. If you're not giving me attention, your payment is going to be low with that. And you know what's going to happen after that. We'll scrape this whole thing and just continue our live session normally. And you either have to go and message me and start saying you want to learn, and I will collect your money, or you go and find somebody that will teach you, and they will also collect your money too and teach you rubbish. All that one is on you. So you should know what you're dealing with, and you should know what you're getting yourself into. Someone is trying to say something. Sir, your minds.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. Thank you.
I'm seeing you for the first time.
Yes, I just started using TenTrade about 2 months ago. So I saw this on Demi status. So I said I should just try and join. I don't know the details about the program yet.
Yes, but I hope when did you just join right now?
I joined about 10 minutes ago.
Oh God, that means you have missed most of the important part.
Yes, I
Okay,
didn't
so
have the
let me
information
just recap real quick before I end the session. So this
All right,
session
thank you
is
very
going to
much,
be a mentorship session that's going to last for 4 weeks. I will teach you the whole system that encompasses the that takes care of the strategy, the trade management, and the trading plan. These are the things you need to be a professional trader, and not just teach you, but also teach you how to implement and evaluate yourself. So that will be happening through the weekend in the evening. The time is yet. I've not mentioned the time yet. I will do that in the channel later on. So that's what we're going to be doing starting this year. If consistency and knowledge on how trading works is what you want to understand, you want to have, then attending this session consistently is priority number 1 for you. And it's going to be absolutely free. And nothing will be left untouched. Do you understand?
Okay, sir.
Thank
Is it going to be the weekend alone?
No. Monday to Sunday.
Yeah, okay. That's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
So what
So
time is it every day, sir?
8 to 11.
10 to 11 every day.
No, 8 to 11. 8
8.
a.m. to 11 a.m. Monday to
8.
Friday.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
and then
perfect.
Saturdays and Sundays is going to be evening. But like I said, the time I will drop it on the channel.
Okay, but is there like a group chat or that I can get information? Because I saw this on our status. In case you didn't post it next time.
Please, this is my number.
Okay.
And also, we have 59 people here. Here's what I'm requesting from every single person. Please, if I drop a message on a channel that has to do with this session, please interact with the message. All you have to do is just drop a like so that I will know that you guys are following up. Like I said, attention is what you're going to use to pay me, not money. The less attention I get, the less motivated I'm going to be. The more attention I get, the more motivated I'm gonna get. Your like equates to 200 USD payment. Whenever I drop a message that has to do with this thing, in regards to time, in regards to any update or what we are doing, always drop a like, right? That will show me that okay, you guys are getting the message. Not that you should just see it and just leave it there. Please, this is something I'm requesting personally. And I know you guys. I know you guys will not fall my hand. Yes.
Will not. So I have a question.
Yes.
This from Monday to Friday, or from Monday to Saturday or Sunday, is this morning section or evening section?
Monday to Friday is going to be morning. Saturday, some weekend is going to be evening.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
No problem.
Someone just dropped a message on the chat box. Yusuf, don't worry, you never start to learn anything. Maybe go far first. The way the thing go clear for your eye, you go think say na play.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, this is Pavel from Cameroon.
Okay, Pavel. Is this the first time you're joining?
No, I joined a couple of times last year.
Okay.
During the live sessions, but so I have blown about 2 accounts. So I don't know, about 3 accounts with TenTrade.
That's crazy.
So at some point, I just decided to calm down. I want to learn first. I want to develop a strategy before I go back. I get an account again. And I see that's exactly what you're preaching here.
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to know, you're talking about sending messages in a forum. I think in the WhatsApp group where we are here in Cameroonians, in the 10 trade group, we used to receive only the link and not even every day. Some days we didn't.
Are you guys not on the main 10 Trade Africa channel?
10 Trade Africa, I'm not sure I'm in that one.
Message me on this using this number. I drop my number on the chat box. Message me from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody's asking, are you 10 Trade staff? The best. Literally the best staff. Bola, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I also want to, I had to start by this. First of all, wishing you a Happy New Year. Then I also wanted to say thank you for what you're doing.
Really
and for the 10 Trade community, for the 10 Trade staff, because every time I blow my account, I always receive a call from Mr. Success here in Cameroon.
Yes.
Finding out what went wrong, what went wrong, encouraging me. I think, in fact, I've done funded next. I've done 5% tax. I've done some other prop firms like that. But you don't have that kind of follow up. We don't have that kind of care that we receive from 10 Trade. And so I just wanted to say thank you. Let's do more. Okay.
You'll be taken care of beyond your thinking. Don't stress. You will not be a confused trader again in 2026.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Confusion has ended. If you're confused, that means you're not paying attention. Just know that. So thank you all for attending. I really appreciate you guys attending this session. I really, really appreciate you guys attending this session from the bottom of my heart, because like I said, I love teaching and I love seeing people that are motivated to learn, right? So and from my own end, I'll ensure that I do whatever it takes to put you guys through this thing. But you need to interact with me, right? I need to be able to follow up. I need to talk with you guys individually. The more I'm discussing with you guys, the more I will know every single person I'm discussing here with, the more I will understand their issue and the more I will take care of your issue better, right? So don't be shy. Always ask questions.